All right, we have another hairdryer post. Am I the hole for unpacking my girlfriend's towel? Did you unpack her towel and use it on your nards? I, 31 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, have been dating for about 2 years. My girlfriend has beautiful hair that seems a lot more low maintenance than most women I know. She doesn't use all the 100 different hair products, nor does she blow dry it. It honestly doesn't take her long to style her hair or anything. However, she always insists on using this special towel to dry her hair. My girlfriend doesn't need hundreds of different hair products. My girlfriend doesn't even blow dry her hair. She's not like other girls. It's giving misogyny. Yeah, absolutely, it's giving misogyny. She insists that she can't use any regular towel for her hair. She gets mad if I use her hair towel as a regular towel too. She says that the towel should only be used for hair. She even bought an extra one of these towels that she keeps in her drawer at my place. She also takes the towel with her when she goes on vacation. I usually don't mind it since the towel doesn't take up much space, and it's better than listening to a hairdryer all the time. But it's a bit weird because I don't know anyone else who has a towel just for their hair. For Thanksgiving, we traveled to see my family. Before the trip, I asked my girlfriend to leave her towel at home since we'll be staying at my parents' house. I didn't want my family to think she was weird or make fun of her. You're the only one that thinks this is weird. Since we planned to leave early in the morning, girlfriend spent the night at my place. I noticed that she packed the towel she kept at my place in her suitcase. When she was asleep, I took the towel out. She didn't notice the towel was gone until after we got to my parents' house. This is absolutely just a control thing. I thought it was okay, and my girlfriend didn't seem mad at all during the whole trip. However, when we got back to my place, my girlfriend got into her car and drove off without saying goodbye. She texted me later saying she's mad at me because of that stupid towel and she needs some space. I keep calling and texting her, but she won't respond. My friends think she's being overly dramatic, but my girlfriend isn't that type of person. Now I'm wondering if I messed up. Am I the asshole? Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, very much so. There we go. Okay, a real comment. Yes, the hole. She packed that towel because she needed that towel. It's probably a microfiber towel. They tend to help dry hair quickly without blow drying, which can be damaging, especially if her hair is long or curly. It can also help reduce frizz, and if her hair is curly, to keep it in defined curls. Do some research on natural curly hair care. Many people with straighter hair also find these techniques work well. If you don't know why someone is doing something, ask, or just let them do what they want. Don't mess up their routine just because you don't understand it. Tugs, what's our next search term or phrase? Let's go with flannel. We'll try flannel. New prediction going live. Am I the hole for telling my daughter her child is not really my grandchild? My daughter, 28, has gotten into DPS and fostering. She has had her own child biologically, but now plans to foster and adopt children. She has been fostering this 8-month-old for a month now, and it's been a week-by-week process with the judge and biological family while they sort out their lives and issues that causes them to lose custody. Although it appears they don't care, aren't showing up to their court meetings, failing exams, etc. So who knows how that will go. My daughter hopes to keep the foster child. I'm planning our first professional family photo in decades and am buying customized matching shirts. When I asked to confirm the size of the biological child, she asked me about the foster child. I told her I didn't think to include her because she's foster and therefore may be temporary, and it may be weird to have her in the family photo. She said all grandchildren should be included. My thought process is she isn't really her kid and therefore really isn't my grandchild. That would change if she were adopted, but she isn't yet. I can kind of see it maybe a little bit, but also why does it really matter? Because you can be like, oh yeah, that was the foster child I was taking care of, right? Like, and someone goes, oh, who's that? Oh, that was the foster child that my daughter was raising. She ended up going to a different family, but we wanted to include her in the pictures in case she was adopted with us. She wasn't, but now we have this as a memory, as a reminder. She went off on me and hung up, and I'm sitting here feeling horrible. I did not mean I do not care for the child. She's wonderful, but I thought I had a clear thought process. Am I the whole? Edit number 1. I do care about this child. I'm not trying to exclude her purposely or out of spite. I just feel weird including her in our photo when legally she is someone else's child still. Final edit. I accept judgment, and I commented on the person's comment that made me realize why I am in the wrong. They were to the point and just made it a simple question I understood. I feel the need to say that the large majority of my concern is precisely from a legal standpoint. I did not feel comfortable claiming this child as ours when, although her parents are being irresponsible, they're still claiming to want her back and have been in contact with the foster child's case managers, even if they're not doing what they should be as far as taking the right steps in getting custody back. Maybe I should have expanded on this in my original post. If so, I apologize. Accusations of me not caring and neglecting the child or making her feel unwelcome were a tad bit much. I'm not a heartless monster who rejects anybody who is not blood. I'm an old lady who is confused on the customs and social acceptability of a new thing, foster system, in our lives and didn't know how to act or react. My daughter and I called her case manager, and the photo idea including foster child has been shut down anyway, legalities of our state, so we're going to postpone to see if she ends up adopting the foster child or not, to be able to include my new grandchild in the family portrait. Thanks to everyone who kindly explained to me why I was in the wrong. Another edit. I accept judgment, as I said about my actions, but I stand by my matching flannel idea. You should try a cheesy matching shirt photo. They're goofy memories to look back on. It sounds like backpedaling, but also a low-key underhanded, I was still right. You know what I mean? We called the caseworker and they said that we can't do it legally. So, actually, you know, you like my shirt, do you? You're a fan of my shirt today? Well, Eric the Bowman, I have one word and one word only for you. And that word is romper. Am I the whole for not inviting someone for dinner because she made a big deal out of how she doesn't eat at the homes of people who have cats? A while back, I posted a picture to my Instagram stories of my cat sitting next to my counter while I was cooking on his own stool. He was watching. Again, he was next to my counter, not anywhere near the food. He doesn't go on the counters. He doesn't go near the food. My friend Rose reposted it with her own caption, a puke face emoji, and you can't eat everybody house. True, you can't eat their house. Have you ever tried? I ignored it and went about my business. She is very much the type of person who just regurgitates whatever popular phrases she sees on social media. Pineapple on pizza equals monsters. Raisins in cookies are why I have trust issues. I don't trust people who don't like dogs. Hot girl walks. Hot girl books. Delulu, I'm going to hold your hand while I tell you this. Is the X in the room with us right now? Okay, I feel like I'm being yelled at right now. I literally made the is the X in the room. I made that joke like 4 times today. But see, you're a professional e-clown. True. She has other traits that make up for it, but truthfully, I do tend to avoid one-on-one time with her. About a month ago, I hosted a small get-together to show off some... Okay, so the people that know French, and my French-Canadian hole inspector and beard princess enjoyers, you might want to earmuffs for this. You might vomit when I try to pronounce this. About a month ago, I hosted a small get-together to show off some Le Creuset cookware I obtained. Now I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see how bad. I'm gonna see how bad I did it. Hey, One of these Dutch ovens is $500. Getting older is weird. I had a whole little shindig with some home prepared food, lots of fun times between pals. I didn't invite Rose. She found out after folks posted it on their Instagram stories and confronted me over it, saying that I was giving high school mean girl vibes. I told her that she has made it clear she doesn't eat at the homes of people who have cats, so why would I have invited her to my dinner party? She got defensive and said that she could have just come and not eaten anything. I said that in the future, maybe she should be more careful about what she says, because to me it was very clear. Rose has continued to tell people I'm giving high school mean girl to nurse pipeline. I'm an accountant and all that. Am I really the asshole for not inviting her? Why would she have wanted to come? This girl only exists on TikTok. Yeah, right. Literally, if I had an issue like this with someone, I would talk to them like an adult and a human being and not go, you're giving mean girl vibes. And you're giving peaked in high school. So like, what are we talking about here? Milk footery. Huge. Jesus Christ, Mick, is this what every stream is like? Hey, baby. Yes, unfortunately. Anyway, it's your house. You can invite whoever you want. Your friend here was being unnecessarily rude and gross about your house for internet clout, I guess. And she quite literally fucked around and found out I'm saying OP is not the asshole. No, I don't believe that we're going to start a foot hype train. That's something that's definitely not going to happen. Not the asshole. Let's do our Bing hole squares. If you would like to choose the keyword or phrase for our last post, type milk into the chat. No fucking shot. Mick, what is our search term or phrase? I don't know what I was expecting. Am I the hole for telling off my mother-in-law for insisting my daughter doesn't have a real vagina? What an odd thing to say. Spoiler, mood warning. I think this is gonna get gross. My 4.5-year-old daughter has a stomach bug and has been having some diarrhea. My wife needed to take our son to an appointment and I needed to work from home today. So my mother-in-law came to watch over our daughter. My daughter needed to use the bathroom. I was going to excuse myself from my online meeting, but my mother-in-law said she had it. A bit later, my daughter came up and asked me to wipe her. I said to her, didn't grandma help you? She knows how to wipe, but with her having issues, we're helping her. She said, yes, but grandma wiped wrong. She said, grandma wiped in instead of out. We've taught her to wipe out instead of in. I excused myself from my meeting to help wipe my daughter correctly. I went to find my mother-in-law in the kitchen. I asked her, daughter says you wiped in instead of out. She said, I wiped her. You think there's a better way? I told her it's not healthy to wipe into the vagina. You need to wipe out. She said, and you have a vagina? I said, no, but I have a daughter and I won't let her get an infection by wiping poop into her vagina. She said, daughter doesn't have a real vagina yet, so there's no chance of infecting anything. I said, what? Of course she does. She said, girls don't have real vaginas until they're teenagers, and that there's no chance of any infection because their vagina doesn't actually develop until they're a teenager. I was dumbfounded and I got angry. I said to her, you're a woman. You raised 3 daughters. I'm married to one. You can't possibly be this stupid. She told me I'm out of line and said if I can't appreciate her help, then she's leaving. I told her I'm perfectly, in fact, definitely more capable than her of caring for my daughter and that she's welcome to get out. She did leave, and about 10 minutes later, my wife called me and said her mom was furious with me, and I said I was terrible to her and made her leave without any reason. After explaining, my wife is on my side. Am I the hole for defending my daughter's real vagina? I can't end on that one. I can't end on that one. I gotta have, okay, I need a real actual palate cleanser. Oh my God. If you would like to choose the next actual last post, type wow into the chat for wow, I can't believe we just read that. Jellyfish. I have to do this one, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be the palate cleanser we wanted. Am I the hole for ordering fried pork intestine at the Chinese restaurant my girlfriend took me to? Me, 24 male, and my girlfriend, 23 female, of 2 years went out to an Asian restaurant yesterday. I'm a white guy, she's Asian, and she's been saying all before we went how I shouldn't be afraid to try real Chinese food that they have there, and I kept saying I was looking forward to it because I love trying new things, but every time I said that, she just raised an eyebrow and went, "We'll see." When we got there, the menu was in Mandarin with English subtitles, and they had all kinds of things on it I'd never even imagined. It looked awesome. I ordered jellyfish tentacles over vinegar as an appetizer, and she just went, "Okay, I get it, haha," ordering the weirdest thing on the menu just to prove me wrong. And she like wouldn't believe me when I really enjoyed the dish. She tried some and went, "Whoa, oh my God, there's no way you like that." And I just went, "Well, would you like to come take a seat inside my brain so you can tell me for sure?" And she just rolled her eyes. I ordered the fried pork intestine. I've had tripe and I liked that, so I figured this would be cool. And the waiter was trying to discourage me from ordering it because he didn't think I would like it. As soon as he said that, my girlfriend just pounced and was like, "Yeah, no, he wouldn't like that. Don't order that. Order something you would like. Order fried rice or something." And I was like, "No, I want to try fried pork intestine," and I'm ordering fried pork intestine. I'm not here to try fried rice. You can get that anywhere. I'm here for something I can't get anywhere else. And the waiter just cautiously took down the order, and girlfriend was like, "Well, you didn't have to be like that." So I finally got the pork intestine. One of the chefs pokes his head out of the kitchen to watch me eat it, and it was incredible. I asked my girlfriend if she wanted any. She made a weird face and said, "No, obviously, you went and ordered the grossest thing possible just to make a point," and accused me of being passive aggressive. I ate it all and wished there was more, and all the way home she was saying how I'm passive aggressive and she can't believe I did what I did. And when we got home, I just said, "Look, I can't believe you're upset that I ordered food from a place you took me to, and you're even more upset that I liked it." She said, "If you're gonna be like this about my culture, then you are never meeting my parents?" I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was being passive aggressive and just didn't realize that people can be passive aggressive unconsciously, right? I thought I was ordering what interested me and eating food I enjoyed, and I'm probably going to go back to that place without her because the food was straight up fire. But maybe I should have ordered something less Asian so it doesn't look like I'm bragging about how I can handle Asian food. Sometimes I feel like she should just be with an Asian guy so she can be with someone she believes. She's trying to pick a fight, or is this a bad narrator? Who knows? Sounds like she wants justification for breaking up. Maybe. Someone comments, "That's not a healthy relationship, dude." Someone else comments, "She sounds dismissive and disrespectful AF." OP responds, "I know, but it's about all I'm gonna get." Sorry, that probably was a bit much. It is how I feel sometimes, though, even though it's pathetic. This isn't the first time something like this has come up. She was sure I'd hate anime and Korean shows because I'd never watched it before I dated her, and there are times where she's convinced I'm putting up an act to be, in her words, the totally open-minded white guy. I've also been careful not to enjoy something too much because I'm afraid of her thinking I'm fetishizing her or her culture. I had to watch Attack on Titan alone half the time because she only wanted to watch a few episodes a week, and it like instantly became my favorite show. I didn't want her to think I'm a weeb. Probably had partners who put down her culture a lot. This is, I feel like, extraordinarily nuanced, and we're not getting a lot of context here, especially with only like one side. He just sounds like he's been put down a lot, not like he's a victim complex or whatever. He just sounds sad. Yeah. I guess going off of the post itself and what we've read of like the additional context from his comments, I have to say, not the whole. If everything is true that is being posted here, he's incredibly insecure and devaluing himself. And if everything is true, she probably has some internalized racism. Everyone needs therapy. I also am feeling a little bit unreliable narrator, but without any additional context, this is all we have to work with, you know? But what about second pets? Listen, my favorite thing is fluffing. I pet cocks once. That's my job. I don't finish the job. I start the job. Okay.